Massive wildfires are causing devastation throughout California and more deaths. Strong winds in the north are threatening to fan the flames that already hit the town of Paradise. And a fire in Malibu, just west of Los Angeles, is forcing more evacuations. CGTN's May Lee is there for us now. May?
Well, John, I am here in Malibu, one of the many areas that has been evacuated due to these fires. As you can see, there's a lot of smoke behind me, but we took a drive up a couple of kilometers from here, and everywhere along the coast, blackened areas, hillsides completely charred, so the fire had literally reached the water. So it's very clear to us how destructive and enormous this fire has been. Up and down the state of California, fires are raging. In Southern California, 30,000 hectares have burned. People have died and scores of homes destroyed. Tens of thousands have been forced to evacuate with no idea if they would have a home to go back to. I hate to ask you this, but what do you think has happened to your house at this point?
I think it's burned. I think it's burned, but because it's neighbors' houses, I see like it's already started to burn.
We heard this was coming, so we set up on the sprinklers and we hosed the whole house down. And we pretty much just had enough time to get the dogs in the truck.
In Northern California, the devastation is far worse. The Camp Fire has charred 36,000 hectares so far. The town of Paradise is gone. At least 9 people have been killed and 6,700 structures lost, the most in California fire history.
This event was the worst case scenario. It's the event that we have feared for a long time. And over the course of the years, we have worked hard to develop a plan to evacuate people in this event. That said, you need to understand that factors can exist that make even the best plans not perfect or not the exact outcome that you want. And in this case, we had a fire that was moving very, very rapidly, being pushed by some very, very strong winds.
The massive fires have been fueled by very dry conditions because of the ongoing drought in California and the strong Santa Ana winds that have reached up to 100 kilometers per hour at times. In the coastal city of Malibu, mandatory evacuations left the exclusive beachfront town deserted. But these newlyweds from Indiana were trying to walk to their rented condo so they could pack up and go home. So what are you thinking? I mean, this was supposed to be your honeymoon.
Yeah, it was started off great, and then,
well,
wow,
it escalated to this fire, and
right. Was not expecting this at all.
So hopefully those newlyweds did manage to get out. Now, today, there was a little bit of a break in the weather, meaning that the winds have died down. That's given firefighters a chance to combat these fires from the ground and in the air. But unfortunately, tomorrow, those heavy winds are expected to start up again for several days. So it looks like we are definitely not out of the woods at all.